Hi everyone, welcome to MASH Math. Today we are going to study from class 10th, chapter 2, polynomials, exercise 2.2, question 1. Find the zeros of the following quadratic polynomials and verify the relationship between the zeros and the coefficients. Already in this question, the 4 parts have been done. In this video, we'll see the 5th and the 6th part of it. So now here you have got it in this way, the polynomial. We have constant term and then we have here the highest degree is 2. So we can't remove anything common. So we have to convert this in such a way so that we are able to factorize it, because we have to find the zeros first. That means we have to first factorize this. So shall we write down this like this? T square minus, and this 15 can be write down root 15 and square like this, because 15 can be written root 15 because 2 times root 15. See, root 15 into root 15 will give us root 15 whole square, which with the square if we cancel, the root also will go, so we are getting 15. So keeping that in mind, this will write it this way. So now this is giving us some identity. If you remember, there is something called a square minus b square. See, a square minus b square will give us a plus b and a minus b. This you have studied in your smaller class. So let's write down in this format this. So we can write down this now in this t plus root 15 and t minus root 15. So a plus b, a minus b. That way we have written it. So now we have got the two factors. So let's find out the zeros of this polynomial. So now here t equal to, here it is plus, so when it comes this side it will become minus root 15. So we got 1. Then here t, here it is equal to, it is minus, when it comes here it will become plus, so plus root 15. So we have got minus root 15 and plus root 15. So now let's write down this. Alpha is minus root 15, beta is plus root 15, and a value, a is, here we have 1, and b is not given to us, so 0. Then c is what? C is minus 15 because c is a constant term. So now let's verify this sum of the zeros. So sum of zeros equal to minus b upon a. So sum of 0 means alpha plus beta equal to minus b upon a. Now alpha is what? Minus root 15 plus beta is plus root 15. Then minus, we'll write as it is. B is what? 0. And a is what? A is 1. So now here minus, here plus. So it will become 0. And this also in 0 divided by 1 will give us 0. So next is product of the zeros. Product of zeros is c upon a. Now product means alpha into beta, c upon a. Alpha is minus root 15 and beta is plus root 15. C is what? C is minus 15, a is 1. So now if you see, my root into root will give us square. So then square means here it is minus, so it will give us minus minus 15, because it is square already I told you here. Root 15 into root 15 we can write down like this, root 15 square. So when the square goes, the root also will go, will give us 15. So same way this will become the whole square. Then the square goes means, if you want I'll write down root 15, it will become the square, root minus root 15 upon 1. So now square goes means the root also will go. So we will get minus 15. Here also 1 has no value. If you are dividing, we will get minus 15 only. Hence proved. So now let's see the fifth one. Fifth one, we have here 3 terms in a standard form. So we can split the middle term. So you know how to do it. So first term and the last term we multiply. 3 into 4 will give us 12. Now find the factors of 12. So 1 into 12 is 12. Then 2 into 6 are 12. Then 3 into 4 are 12. Now which pair, if we plus or minus, which will give us the middle term? So we need middle term here, 1 we want here. So here plus or minus will not get 1. Plus or minus will not get 1. But if we are minusing from 4, 3, we will get 1. So we'll take this pair. So then we write down 3, 6 square. This minus as it is, x also as it is. For 1 to get 4 minus 3 will give us 1. Then minus 4. So now 3x square minus 4x minus into minus plus x into 3, 3x, then minus 4. Now from here we have to remove common. So which is the table which will divide this completely, 3 and 4? So only table 1 it can get completely divided. So either we write 1 or we don't write, it's the same. We have x square here is x. So that is common. So let's take it out, x as a common. So now this will get as it is 3x. So we'll get 3x square, then minus, then x removed common, so we'll have 4. So now x into 4 will get 4x. So same way, write down 3x 4. So now with which number if we multiply, we'll get this. With 1 if we multiply, then we will get this. So now what we have is x, this is plus 1, and then we have 3x minus 4. So let's get the zeros of this. X plus 1 means x equal to, it will become minus 1. And then here 3x minus 4. So that means 3x equal to minus 4 will become plus 4. Then x equal to, this 3 comes here into division. So let's write down now alpha beta values. So alpha is minus 1. Beta is 4 upon 3. A is 3, B is minus 1, C is minus 4. So now let's write down the verification, that is sum of zeros equal to minus B upon A. Then we have to verify product of zeros equal to C upon A. So now sum of 0 is alpha plus beta minus B upon A. Alpha is what? Minus 1. And plus beta is 4 upon 3. Minus B is what? B is minus 1. And A is 3. So now with minus 1 plus 4 upon 3. So we will get the LCM of it. So with the LCM when we get it, here 1 is there. So then if we are taking the LCM with the 3, if you multiply, we'll get minus 3 plus, and with 3 multiply, we will get in the denominator 3 only. The 1 we multiply, will get 4, and 1 multiply with the 3. So denominator we will get 3 only. So now minus will get cancelled. So we get 1 upon 3. Now if you are minusing this, we'll get 1 upon 3. So 1 upon 3. So now let's verify product. Product means alpha, beta equal to C upon A. Alpha is minus 1, beta is 4 upon 3, C is minus 4, A is 3. So with minus 1 you multiply, we will get minus 4 upon 3. Here also we have minus 4 upon 3. So hence proved. That's it. Thank you and God bless you.